Watch me take my hair from this to this to this on today's episode of Do My Hair With Me. Will I use drugstore tools? Yes, only tools that I bought at the drugstore, so you can do it too. Let me show ya. So, this is what we're working with. It's dirty, it's ready to be taken care of, and therefore we will take care of it. Got my blow dry brush. I've got my straightener, and hopefully I can make this like an hour and a half process. I really hope so. My stylist, Patricia, said wash it 3 to 4 times. But it's true, when you go to the hair salon, they're washing and scrubbing your hair like 3 to 4 times to make sure that they get everything. So that's what I'm gonna do. I also have a new product that I bought from her from last time. This is it. Kevin Murphy Maxi Wash Detox Shampoo. And she told me to part my hair and then put it in between, work it in, and then wash it out, and then do my regular wash stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. Wish me luck. Opened it for the first time. Okay, great stuff. I hate the smell. So I will already never repurchase this because I hate the smell. It smells very clinical, fresh, maybe eucalyptusy. It's not my scent at all. I would have rather it have been scentless or very minty. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Tendency to be dramatic, but I really hate it. So, from what I understand, also I think I should just like comb out my hair. So, hair's parted there. She mentioned to, well, I have some of this, to put it I guess some, oh, okay, this is not going how I would like it to go at all. I don't think this bottle is made well. I don't know how I'm supposed to be doing this, but I also am a little bit dumb. But I feel like putting it in between my hair sections is not for me. I just wasted a lot of product. Oopsie. Yeah. Okay, I made some of it go in there. Let me just add some more here to the front. This is where I have issues. Hopefully it'll seep into my skull. That might have been too much. Hashtag oopsie. Now we go in the shower. Okay, BRB. Oh my God. I love the way that my curls turn out right when I wash it, especially when I go from straight to curly. They never look this good when I go from curly to curly because, I don't know, I guess when you have your hair straight, it just takes in all that water and all that moisture. And washing it the 3 to 4 times was so nice. Look at me. Here I was saying, I want to keep it like this, but I knew that I just hadn't watched enough videos for my new curly products for me to be comfortable to leave it like this. But you best believe next hair wash day, I'm going to keep my hair curly because they are so cute. But you can already see it's getting frizzy just from touching, just from looking at my hair. This is the Amika, I think it's, what is it? The Babadi Boops. It's the anti-frizz spray or something. I think I put way too much of this stuff on my hair, but I really want to protect my hair from the heat. We do what we can. Here I am combing my hair with the blow dryer, with the hairbrush blow dryer. I'm going to change my technique in a little bit by just combing out my hair and then blow drying, but I'm really trying to minimize the damage as much as possible because especially in the back of my hair breaks very easily. So I'm doing my best here to go very slowly while also detangling. And a little bit later from here, you'll see that I changed my technique But in every motion and everything that I do, I'm really trying to go super slowly. And of course, here I am spraying. I maybe spray too much, but here I am still doing the technique that I started with, which is to detangle with the blow dry brush. It's going pretty well. I was smelling it here because I thought for a second there that I was burning my hair, but it was smelling really good. And I felt like the heat protectant was protecting it. If anybody in the comments below knows whether or not I should be applying this much heat protectant, could you please let me know, because I'm really curious. Here I was worried that the ends were splitting, but it was fine. No issues to be alerted by at this moment in time. And I do get regular cuts, so my hair is definitely looking a lot better. And I've done this numerous times with this exact tool, so I think that it's not doing anything crazy and that I can continue on using it, because if you know anything about me, it's that I do not like to buy new things if I still have something in that same genre that works. It's absolutely my biggest pet peeve to keep buying stuff, and I still have so much stuff. Here you saw that I was detangling it with a comb first. That was definitely working a whole lot better. You can see that the brush is going through much more smoothly, and so I figured to lessen the amount of time that the blow dryer is heating my hair, I should just detangle it with my regular wide tooth comb beforehand. And that is what I'm going to continue doing. And always at the top, I use smaller sections. I didn't show myself detangling the top there with the brush, or with the comb, but that is what I'm going to be continuing doing. Oh, here I had to take a very well-deserved brownie break because I love brownies. So I'm sorry if you don't like me munching, but I keep munching on my brownie. And here I am finally starting on the second side, which I am so excited about. But something that I realized while I was doing this was, okay, I might be halfway done with the blow drying, but I'm still gonna have the straightening after. See, here I'm taking a little bit bigger chunks and I'm detangling it with a comb, and it is literally the smartest thing I could ever do. And I would have to say that my hair isn't as tangled. I think going in with the brush, and the one thing I don't like about the brush in between the lines is that it has the little balls at the end of the bristles. And so I feel like that with curly hair is just a recipe for disaster, but it's not a recipe when the hair is already detangled. So going in with the wide tooth comb is the way to do it. Keep that in mind. It is absolutely the best way to detangle your hair after you take a shower. But it was getting really, really hot in here, and I had to keep that door open for sure. It's just a sensory nightmare, to be honest. If I play for you the sound at full volume of what I was hearing the whole time, I think you'd freak out, because I was definitely freaking out on the inside. But I had a mission, and I was going to complete it. Yeah, exactly. You can't handle that sound for very long. But somehow I just kept on keeping on, and it wasn't too bothersome. But I need to take a couple of little breaks left and right. Here I am, spraying. But I'm getting to the last section, and I'm feeling quite a bit of relief. But sometimes you have to just calm it down and keep on brushing. Just keep brushing. I want to stop, but I'm going to straighten my hair. Not entirely sure why I was whispering there, but okay. Here I am showing you my straightener. I bought this somewhere at a Pharmaprix here in Montreal. It gets the job done. I think they're ceramic plates, so I guess that's the best for curly hair. Oh, another stop for some brownie and milk. I think I deserve it. And let's get right back into it. I wonder if I should use another attachment. Whatever, fuck it, I don't care. Honestly, that was a great question on my part on if I should use another attachment, because when I get to straightening it, I start to realize that it's not the way that it should go. Oh, and here I go. I'm still applying more and more heat protectant. I really need someone to tell me if that is the right way to go, because I don't know. But as I was saying, I maybe should have used a different attachment, because when I did my blow dry, it wasn't fully straight yet. Like the strands of hair, there was still enough of a kink to it that when I went over it, here I'm looking at it, I'm inspecting, when I went over it with the straightener, it actually straighten the curls in their curls, like in place. I don't know how to explain that very well, but there's this method, and I forget the name of the method, obviously, where you, okay, somehow there's steam coming off there. I think that's because there's oil in the bristle brush. But there's a method where you basically do what I'm doing, which is holding like a fine tooth comb or a bristle brush, and then you straighten, like you bring the straightener in after. And that's what I started doing after that failed first attempt. And that saved me, because there's nothing worse than when you straighten it and, well, it's not even straight. It's literally just pressed down curls. It's very bizarre. So I did do the roots just with the straightener, because those parts weren't going to get caught up in the curl because they were properly done. I don't even know how to explain it, but I think they were properly done. And then when I would go down the shaft, I would use the bristle brush. And that's the technique that really did it for me. But I was using, I think, bigger sections here than I should have, because the back definitely wasn't properly done. It's so hard to get the roots in the back. But using the brush really helped keep it straight so that I could straighten it, pin straight. And normally I put a little bit of like a curl into it. This time I was really going for straight. And spoiler alert, I didn't like the way that it looked. Spoiler alert, I keep spraying that heat protectant. At this point, there's such a layer of gunk on my hair. And I'm even surprised that my hair was still straightening, because how can it continue to straighten when all you do is spray heat protectant on it? But hey, you can say that my hair is just definitely not getting hot. That's for sure. One side completely done. Can you believe it? I was so happy. I only had this side left to do. Here I was contemplating that it actually looks kind of nice, but I knew that it was going to stay poofy if I didn't go and do the rest that I needed to do. And obviously having half done and half not done just wouldn't make any sense. It's always so funny seeing myself doing my hair, because I know in the moment I was a little bit fed up. You know, washing your hair and standing and just keep on spraying that heat protectant. I get fed up, but it's so nice to just see the process and see it come to fruition, because before starting, I didn't believe that I was going to get this done. And I'm also not that well versed yet at doing it, so at times I thought, oh my gosh, maybe it's not going to look that good, but really, I had my method going and I love it, and I feel like it stayed well, like really nice for a really long time. And the only other thing that I would do when I redo it like this is that I'm going to clean out the bristle brush, because I think since I use it just regularly, there's a lot of oils that stayed in there. So you can see that my hair is starting to steam as the straightener passes. And I don't think that that's great, because I am putting all this heat protectant in, but then I'm adding a layer of oil over it. And that part, I'm not sure that part makes that much sense. So although the technique is banging, there's always room for improvement. And I think that the next time that I invest in some really nice tools for doing my hair, I'm gonna be so ready for the good stuff, because this stuff isn't bad, but there's stuff out there that's just amazing. And I think once you have your technique under control, and then on top of that you have the best tools, that's when things are magical, and I can't wait for that. But that's not going to be for a while, because I really want to do my research. So obviously, if you have your favorites, I would love to know that, because I think everybody has such different requirements for their stuff, you know, in general, but also really for your hair. It's so personalized. So I wonder what are the people using out there for real? Because this nameless straightener is getting the job done, but I don't even know any other straighteners that are amazing. My hairstylist uses one at the salon, and they were really great. But do I need that level of expertise in hairstyling? I don't think so. I think something basic like this just gets me to where I need to go. I'm noticing as I'm getting closer to the end that I'm getting smaller and smaller sections because, you know, I don't know what that's called, the last adrenaline rush or something, but I'm like, oh wait, I really need to lock in and I really need to do these last ones really, really well, especially because you're getting to the top. And that is honestly the area that matters the most. Who cares if the back isn't perfect? But the front, look at me smiling. The front is what you really want to look amazing. And this particular section of my hair is really, really sensitive and like, I don't know if it like breaks easy. It kind of does. You can see that it's short. Oh, look, I found a gray hair. It means I'm getting old and it means that I'm living a good life. But anyhow, so this part of my hair is just something that I want to focus a lot of like patience with, and I want to just take the time that it needs. So I go smaller and smaller with my pieces. I'm like, maybe that's why it's taking a little bit extra long, this last piece, but it's worth it because you're just flooded with gratitude that it's almost going to be done. So you don't even care. At least for me, when I do this, I'm just like, we're going to push through and we are going to make it look good. But what I realized is I love to add a little curl to it. I really do. Having just completely straight hair, it's weird. And looking back at it, I'm like, I think I changed it after 2 days. Look at me. Look at me. I'm just so happy to be almost done. But the parts keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, I think I was over it here. Look. Try to give it a little something. That was not looking good. But I called it. And here is the final result. I definitely don't know how to style the front with my bangs, my semi-bangs, but it's okay. Oh yeah, I do pass over it one more time, just to make it straight, which this really wasn't the answer. But look, we done. Yeah, I was so over it. I'm done. I want to curl it, but no. And it looks fine. And even the back looks okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Stiff wear. Not here. That's for sure. No, look. The tools that I'm using, they're getting the job done, and you can't tell me anything. Period. Exactly. Alrighty. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, cuties. Till next time.